Let's now shift our attention to some other stories now, where after several Muslim nations skipped the three-day summit of the Islamic nations organized by the Malaysian Prime Minister in Kuala Lumpur, Mahathir Mohamad, in his address to the conference, alluded to the crisis in the Muslim world. He has warned the Muslim nations to be self-reliant in light of the economic sanctions placed on Iran and Qatar. Mahathir Mohamad was speaking in Kuala Lumpur as he closed the Islamic conference attended by leaders of Turkey, Iran and Qatar.
And work towards that sanctions and embargoes are not going to be exclusively for Iran and Qatar. With the world witnessing nations making unilateral decisions to impose such punitive measures, Malaysia and other nations must always bear in mind that it can be imposed on any of us. That is the more reason for us to be self-reliant and work towards that with other Muslim nations to ensure that if and when such measures are imposed upon us, we are capable of forcing it.
Now, Mahathir also said that Muslims, their religion and their countries are in a state of crisis. Mahathir said that there were some serious issues confronting the Muslim world and has urged those in the crowd to look for implementable solutions. The Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan attended the summit along with representatives from 52 other nations. And India, of course, featured in the Kuala Lumpur Summit, and Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad on more than one occasion has criticized India on this controversial new citizenship amendment law. And the first comment came when Mahathir said that people were dying in these protests over this law. He has also questioned its necessity more than 70 years after India's independence. Now, India, of course, has been pretty quick to respond to these charges. The Foreign Ministry said that Mahathir's comments are factually inaccurate and that the law is an internal matter of India. Now, India has reiterated that the law does not affect its citizens and asked the Malaysian Premier to refrain from commenting on such matters. But it wasn't long before Mahathir was at it again. At the concluding press conference of the summit, Mahathir raised the issue once again.
To see what is happening in India, it is very unfortunate because India is a secular state. From the very beginning, the religions of the people did not prevent them from becoming citizens. They have been citizens all this while. But to exclude Muslims from becoming citizens, even by due process, I think is unfair.
But the Prime Minister could well be alone in his stance. Mahathir's own alliance partner P. Ramaswamy, the man you're looking at in your screens, has criticized him. Ramaswamy said that Prime Minister may not have understood the purpose of the new law. He's called Mahathir's statement an overreaction. It's also interesting to note that the Malaysian Prime Minister did not feel the same when it came to the Uighur Muslims. When he was asked about the detention camps in Xinjiang, Mahathir said that he was aware of the reports, but that was it. There was no condemnation or outrage that was expressed against China.